has generally good or ill qualities that he contributes to mankind. These qualities that I pride myself are my contributions to mankind. But before I share those with you, these are my sources that I use to help shape and help with information for my speech. They are bradyquotes.com, thinkexist.com, fisd.us, goodreads.com, and scouter.com. Hi, I'm Travis Williams, and I'm going to tell you about the 3 main qualities I think an employer should know about me. They are how I'm determined, how I'm trustworthy, and the good moral qualities that I possess. When you get into a tight place and everything goes against you, till it seems as though you could not hold on for a minute longer, never give up then, for that is when the tides will turn. In many things in life, determination is one of the greatest aspects you can have. Being determined I am determined in that I have completed many things that require long hours and great effort. While working on my Eagle Scout project, it took long hours for weeks to achieve my end goal of providing for the community. I was determined to help my community and contribute to the conservation of nature. But obtaining the rank of Eagle isn't a cakewalk that you can just lollygag through, which is why I am one of only 17% out of 1.5 million scouts to complete their project that year. One of the most inspiring stories of determination is about an 8-year-old boy named Duke Whitfield. Duke was very badly burned, and the doctors said that he wouldn't survive. Overhearing this conversation, Duke was determined to not die right then and there. And he to everyone's amazement, survived. But still the doctor said that he would be a cripple for the rest of his life. And again, he was determined to not be a cripple. And after months and months of hard work and determination, Duke began to be able to stand by himself and then walk and eventually even run. It just goes to show that a little determination can go a long way. While determination is a very important aspect in a person's qualities, trustworthiness is equally important. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Trust people and they will be true to you." Trust isn't something that comes easy for very many people. Most people find it difficult to trust in people for fear of being disappointed. An example of trustworthiness that I show was when I was appointed temporary leader of a group of small scouts. These scouts varied from age 11 to 17, and I was only 17 at the time. And the adult leaders looked to me to set a good example for these scouts and lead them the right way. During a backpacking trip while on Lost Pine Scout Reservation, we got lost on a 20-mile hike, and it was very rainy and very foggy, and I was the oldest out of the group that had gotten lost, and all the younger scouts looked up to me to get us out of our very real and potentially dangerous predicament. And after 6 hours of walking and trying to find where we went wrong, we finally found the main group who had also been looking for us that whole time. Above all else, keeping your moral compass in check is just as important, or maybe even more important, than determination and trustworthiness. As Mark Twain once said, "Always do right, and you will gratify half of mankind and astound the other." Having high moral values is like teaching goodness and correctness in behavior. Conforming to social standards is a good thing. It's what's right. It's not bad. It's what's right. And that is how everyone should perceive it. An example of having high moral values would be if you saw a woman drop money out of her purse and you went handed it back to her instead of waiting for her to leave and taking the money for yourself. Part of the Scout oath is being morally straight, and as an Eagle Scout, I stand firmly behind that oath. While scuba diving one time during the summer, I came across a very shiny ring, and it belonged to a Texas A&M graduate named Brian Andrew Lee. This ring was in very good condition and would have fetched a fairly good price at the local pawn shop, but being the person I am, I tracked down Brian knowing his name and where he went to school. And after talking back and forth for a while, I emailed the ring to him, and a few days later I got a check in the mail. And it just goes to show, after being courteous, it'll get you a long way. Having completed my Eagle Scout, I will always live by these qualities. Just to summarize, I've told you how I am determined, I am trustworthy, and the high moral qualities that I possess. And to conclude, I will tell you to stay morally straight and to not veer from the path that you feel is right, and to not be what everybody else wants you to be.